out, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope from sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope from sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that, time I was down and out.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Dallas Cowboys.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
No, I think I gave him a gunslinger. Let's go.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a man who played high school ball here in LaGrange, Texas, J.K. Dobbins. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
first down marker at the 31. It's third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Able to find Harris, complete. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the...
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Tua on the bootleg here. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
He was taken down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield, here's Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. from the gun, it's Tua. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Josh Allen in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. Taking it about the 16. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Washington.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington 7, Cowboys nothing.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The play fake, Love. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
After the turnover, it's Tua. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
34-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa forced out to his left. To a hit, and the ball is out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
He'll fire it deep for Rager. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Jalen Rager, 87 yards. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Just my regular Chargers one. I got one already made called Tim.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
My receivers keep
We'll
dropping
see if
the
they
ball.
can pick those things back
All
up.
of them. I had one in the touchdown.
Coming up in a
He
couple
dropped.
of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando.
He
the
dropped
coach
that
will have
one.
stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Yeah. And I pressed X, like, to catch it and fall. Like, nigga, like progressive. Like, what? Man, come on.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Tua. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
5-yard line.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
Oh,
Well,
two overthrew him.
But this is intercepted.
Pick six. Wow,
Jonathan Abram
bro.
picks it.
One play at a time.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
This finna happen, bro.
Joey Sly lining up
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six.
But still,
what may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if
like,
it is
I
over
think I didn't broadcast a lot.
about a yard
I got a lot of videos.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Damn, I don't need to be broadcasting this average ass team. This nigga on my ass. But that was bullshit.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing Rick.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's giving his guys a
show. How you delete this one? Yeah, I got to stop watching this. Nah, I ain't going to do that. Folks watching, they like, okay, they can watch. Huh? I don't have to fight in it right now. I'm not. I don't feel like fighting right now.
Following the interception, Love. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
No stats, I don't give a fuck. That's what we said, right? They were crying about that shit last year. Ain't no stat shit.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
Like a teammate or just an opponent? Team or a player? I can't really remember.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Some white man, I don't know, some NBA nigga.
To throw again. Love. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Oftentimes when you lose in a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Really? I ain't even know that.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris.
I mean, damn.
And he'll have it past midfield
brought this
almost to
fucking
the 40
team together
before
quick.
being taken down.
Oh my God.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the
Defense,
scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blow
Under a heavy rush, and down it goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy here in the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. To at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To pass. Here's Jordan Love. And this will be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Love. The catch made by Miller.
He got Scotty Miller.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle. But they allow the conversion.
Way I play. Okay. I ain't do no scout. This thing, I ain't know he had all this shit, man. Earlier.
First down. Love to pass. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines.
And I just hurry up and milk the clock and, you know, I had to go.
He gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I remember I lost, but I don't.
To the air again, Love. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly get a little bit too greedy right there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to play, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Shouldn't he did that.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Run it up, man.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and he'd like to be able to say, take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Tackle made by Jonathan Abram. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
They run once more with Taylor.
And
so? It's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
That's why you had it. Here we go.
All day, defense, all day, all day. 52. 52 is the mic. Hey, tight down. There you go.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. KJ Hamler, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Looking to pass. Tua. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
24. Cowboys 8.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Maybe get 16 early. Get a pick early fourth quarter.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing,
no.
That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
I want to take them fourth quarter because I know it pay good. It ain't nobody take. Everybody dumped on the Clippers.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Fuck it.
Now Dobbins. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Arlington. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th.
After this game, she'll be my girls on the snap. College games. She's serious. No ball section.
Play action this time with Love. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find Harris, complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there.
His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood?
You're not going to wait on him to run over there.
Maybe they're seeking some revenge, or they just don't like him. The other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Josh Allen, his second sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Hey, one set, check.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Brian Burns, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Check, check, check. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Stay with your man. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54, Mike 54.
From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Yard gain, but it's 4th down.
54, Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds after a short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8. Tonight's